Another Idoing head unit video.
Like a really low resolution, like something from like a Nintendo DS or something like that. Press down and you pull out, and you can see that.
Let's see if the reverse stereo functions properly. What's up, guys? It's your boy John. We are back again with another Idoing head unit video. So the Idoing head unit video, obviously, a lot of people are asking about the Corollas. I got a few comments, so if that was you, shout outs to you because we're gonna be doing a Corolla today. So this is the new, the facelift version of this generation. Got a little bit newer headlights. The dash is slightly different. Now the customer wants the newest revision from Idoing, the one that has the buttons. Sorry I did the unboxing, but these have hard buttons. It's just gonna be easier for the user to volume up, down, and also press the back button, stuff like that. So some new stuff right here. And with any Idoing head unit, it's very easy to install. All the harnesses are included. You don't need to buy anything. You buy the head unit and you're good to go. So if you're interested in this product, I'll leave a link down below. Remember, you just buy it, forget it. You don't have to buy anything else. Because it's plug and pay, baby. Plug and play. So I'm gonna cut to a shot of me uninstalling it for you guys, and then we'll get to the future of me installing this current Idoing one.
All right, so we are in the Corolla. This one actually doesn't look too bad. Let's turn on the screen. It does look like a really low resolution, like something from like a Nintendo DS or something like that. It uses the old school kind of touchscreen, very matte. The screen itself is matte, and around it's like that piano plastic. Kind of hard to see. This one, the owner says, hey, the radio doesn't work anymore. So we're gonna try to combat that and get this thing going. Removing this is actually pretty easy. You just have to remove this trim right here, which actually is just kind of held in, but it does wrap around, so you might have to remove this trim too. Let's see if I can get away with it. Use the plastic trim remover to just pop this off. And we got it off right here. And then right here is what I was talking about. It is hooked on the bottom of this, so I might not be able to have that access, but I might be able to just work around it. It'll be easier. There's going to be plugs for the SRS light and the thing right here. Actually, the whole thing just came off. So when you remove it, when you put it back in, just have it hook in here first, then work your way in. After you remove the trim, which only took like 2 seconds, 10 millimeters, 2 on this side, and there's going to be 2 on the other side. I already cut myself. Be careful because it is sharp. Look, I already cut myself, unfortunately. That was because I was removing the trim. So I don't want to block the camera, but I also don't want to drop the screw. So what am I going to do, right? After that, you want to be careful not to scratch this. So use any kind of towel, anything to protect it, because these brackets are actually really sharp. You want to unplug the screws, right? The plugs right here. So just unplug all of them. It's actually pretty easy. There's these little things. You just press it down, then you pull out, and you can see they're all facing up. So shouldn't be a problem. All right, so the OEM unit is removed.
All right, so welcome to the present. After you remove this trim right here, you'll plop it in the new Idoing head unit, and oh gosh, it looks amazing. The screen protector is still on, so it's not, you know, it's still protected. You can peel it later. But yeah, you just slot it on the back of these things right here, and bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go. Fitment is perfect. Again, look at that. No issues here. And again, the user wanted these nice buttons. They're so clicky and tactile. Woo! I love it. Now, when it comes to the next portion,
it's also very easy. We have these connectors right here, and I'm just going to tell you what each connector does. Okay, so each connector, we have, now this is going to be more than you generally need because they wanted to make it as compatible with as many head units as possible. But these are the ones that you really need to care about, is the 10 pin and the 6 pin. Now the 10 pin right here is on my left. This controls power, headlight dimming switches, front audio, and just getting the unit working. So these two are the main plugs, and this is the 6 pin. This controls the rear speakers. So these are the main ones. If you have any issues or you just want to plug these two in, you're pretty much golden. Rear speakers on the right, power, and front speakers, and just pretty much everything else in here. Now these other ones will dictate backup camera, other stuff like steering wheel controls and so forth. But I'll plug it in and I'll show you guys what the situation is. Alright, so these ones are going to be the passenger airbag, which you unclipped. And then this was the hazard switch. You can clearly see it right there. Makes sense. Now, the back of these ones, there's 4 connectors. The 10 pin, the 6 pin. These are the main ones we're talking about. Then it looks like to be a 20 pin. 1, 2, 3. Maybe a 26 pin. And then another 28 pin. This is going to be your radio antenna. So you're going to need that for if you listen to FM and AM radio. But yeah, these are the connectors. And what's great is we just match it up with this one, and they only go one way. Alright, so as you can see, all the wires are plugged in that were on the back. Remember, there are going to be some spare ones, which is totally fine because these are more like redundant ones for other models that you might have. So like think of it as the higher level trims or the lower level trims, so and so forth. So you'll be good right there. So we're gonna be with these things all plugged in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, including the antenna. You're ready to pretty much see this main black one. Plug it to the back of the head unit, fire it up, and then we can check what's going on. The head unit fires right up, it's super fast, which is awesome. Then we are just going to check all the audio, and you definitely can hear the audio. Alright, for the backup camera, it's just this one wire located right here, and you're gonna plug it into that big old harness that we were plugging in, and it's called back vision. Once you do that, once you do that, when you throw the car in reverse, I've just put some plastic bags so it's not scratching anything when I'm putting it down. But you can see I have the backup camera showing up perfectly. You can also double tap or tap it once to show more like settings if you want that backup camera to be more saturated, brighter, and so forth. So you got that customizability. So here we go. Try it one more time. Put it in reverse. And the backup camera with the guidelines are there. So I just want to go over the wiring right before we put it all back together. This one came off the main harness, which is harness is just all these wires right here. This one is your USB. So this card comes with a USB somewhere, I think below right here. And I have this port, the small little one right here I'm tugging onto. So if that USB is still working, followed by this one right here, which is a extra USB, and I just have it going into the glove box. So you can just fish it through the glove box. So I have it in there. So I kind of just put it through here and circle it around. So that's in the glove box. Next off, we have what we talked about, the backup camera. And this one's a bunch of extra wires. I kind of just threw it in again. But this is for if they wanted a SIM card and extra stuff. So everything is plugged in besides the FM AM radio. So there's not enough slack in it. So I kind of, when you're putting it back together, you plug it in. So I'm going to show that. Maybe you guys can see that.
can plug it in while you're putting it back together. And don't forget to put in how it really goes in. So you want to start from the bottom, then go in. And voila! Your head unit is good to go. Alright, so if I had this issue, maybe you guys will have the same issue too. So I need to have the steering wheel controls working, but by default it wasn't. So I went to the factory settings with 3368 and I picked these settings, RZC Toyota Corolla 2013 to 2019. And now if I open my doors, it shows it. If I click here, it works. And even if I turn on the AC, you can see the settings right here are correspond correctly. 23, 22. Yeah, with everything installed, I just wanted to go over the settings real quick in the systems. So we have the general, auto start time, backlight control, bunch of stuff, default mix and whatnot. So you got that going, sound scales, steering wheel controls, device, factory, users. I like the system right here. You can talk about more information. This is using the Android 12. The CPU is an Octa core. It's beautiful. It's very speedy. Resolution is 720p, which is really good because of the colors and the view angles that they're using. But yeah, if you guys were interested in this product, I'll leave the link down below. You can see the fitment. It's amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.